It's been a little bit since I brought you a home practice. It's me, King Polly, and this is King Polly Does Yoga. The idea of karma is that you continually get the teachings that you need to open your heart. Taking a moment, maybe letting that sort of settle in, that idea of karma really being for our benefit. So letting our practice be a place for us to just see what is. Resting your hands on your knees, letting your eyes close. Really nice and strong through the belly here. Softening the shoulders down, drawing the chin in, nice long neck. Really starting to open through the heart. Let's inhale through the nose. And exhale out of the mouth. Continuing with your breath. Might feel good to yawn. Maybe stretch open through the jaw. Sticking the tongue out, making noises if you can. Opening the eyes wide. Just taking this time as we breathe and move. Sort of let go of anything stuck on the surface. Maybe the head falls side to side. Just take 10 more deep breaths here, nice and slow. Noticing the calm that's entered your mind, your body. Noticing how this resource of breath is always with us. Nice and slow, let's start to bring our legs out in front of us. Maybe giving a little shake, open up through the toes. Taking your time. Really being mindful throughout our practice, not doing anything that hurts, making each pose for you. There is no one size fits all. Readjusting ourselves on our rolled up blanket or bolster, little wiggle, placing the hands on the belly here, aiming both of our big toes up towards the ceiling. Letting the legs sort of shimmy side to side here as we breathe into the backs of the legs, the hips. Inhaling. Exhaling. Wiggling, letting our torsos start to sort of fall forward and allowing as much of a bend in the knees as feels good. We're going to start to just melt forward. Breathing in and breathing out. Making this pose whatever it is you feel called to make it. So maybe you want it more active, lengthening the legs, reaching for the feet. Maybe you want to just sit up nice and tall. Maybe you want to aim the toes away from you. Maybe you want to relax the feet completely and just allow the knees to open as you just sort of round over sticking a pillow underneath you. We're going to be here for about a minute. So really just taking your time and having the freedom of movement. Let's inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Wherever you're at, taking a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Nice and slowly, just starting to melt out of it. Breathing in. Breathing out. Nice and relaxed here. Let's inhale. Circle our arms out, around, and up. Clasping them here. Exhale. Maybe there's a bend in the elbow. Not super stressed up in the shoulders. Breathing in. Breathing out. Maybe letting the chin fall towards the chest. Maybe the head falls back, opening the throat. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more big deep breath. And just letting that go. Giving a little shake out. Arms, hands, fingers, knees, ankles, toes. Being gentle and mindful with the neck, the head. We're going to make our way onto all fours now. So taking your time, spreading our fingers nice and wide, really rooting down into the mat. Just allowing a nice soft spine here at first. Maybe letting the hips start to just sway. Maybe drawing the belly up towards the spine. Maybe just relaxing the belly towards the blanket. Just taking a few breaths, doing what feels good for you here. Our practice is an opportunity for us to do what feels good for us, not having to follow any certain rules or history. start to melt into child's pose now. So we're gonna bring our big toes together, knees open, seat to heels. We're gonna start to walk our hands down. We're gonna move nice and slow. Maybe resting on the forearms here, releasing the neck, shaking out the head, blowing out through the lips. Be starting to let the hands sort of fall towards the top of your blanket as your chest melts down into the blanket. Releasing the shoulders, maybe bending the elbows. You can rest your forehead down or turn your head side to side. If you are unable to be in this position because of your knees, you can lay on your back and hug your knees in towards your chest. Start to melt out of it by just sort of lifting our seats up towards the ceiling, allowing a little wiggle, softening side to side. Dropping the head. Releasing where you feel called to release. Let's inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Slowly walking ourselves back up to tabletop. Fingers spread, hands in line with the elbows, the shoulders. Relaxing the head, the neck. And slowly start to walk ourselves down onto the belly. Now if you'd like, you can take your rolled up blanket and place it under your hips here. It can feel nice for some extra support. Taking your time. We're going to pause here in Sphinx. So resting on our elbows and our forearms, fingers spread, our arms are shoulder length apart. Bending into the knees so the inside of our arches are resting on the ground. Gazing forward, let's inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe the gaze lifts all the way up as you shimmy your elbows in towards your chest. Or maybe release your chin towards your chest. Maybe you just stay in the middle. Breathing into your throat, your heart, dropping your shoulders down, really strong through the belly, the hips. Rooting down through the legs. One more deep breath wherever you are. Slowly melting all the way down.
turning your head to one side, breathing in, breathing out. Seeing if you can relax here, nice and softly, the neck, the jaw, the eyes, the shoulders, not forcing. Feeling your heart's connection to the earth. Really staying in our feeling body. Not so much in our mental mind, that chatter. Moving that energy down into our heart, our feeling center. Feeling our entire being reset. Let's take 10 deep breaths here, and then we're going to turn our head to the other side, allowing the arms maybe to come out like a T alongside the body, or maybe like a pillow. Staying with your breath. Might feel good to sigh out your exhales here. Breathing. We're really going to take our time walking the hands back under the shoulders as we gently begin to lift our heads, turning our head to the opposite side. We're going to slowly rest back down, taking your time and allowing this side to be different. Breathing in and breathing out. Slow coming out of it as you're ready, starting with the arms. Hands move back under the shoulders, breathing in. Breathing out, lifting the head, looking center. Maybe resting here, maybe resting the chin down, forehead down. Nice and slow, coming out of it the same way we came in, walking ourselves up. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe the head gently soft and side to side. noticing maybe how sensitive we are. Breathing in. Breathing out, walking the knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders, gazing down. We're back in a tabletop position. Softening the head, the neck, giving a little shake out, blow out through the lips, opening wide through the eyes. Taking a moment here, let's curl our toes under, resting our seat towards our heels, just so we can sort of open up through the arches of the feet. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's turn the heels of the hands forward, really nice and open through the fingers, the forearms. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Slowly letting that go, breathing in, releasing the feet, turning the hands back, forward. Let's take a moment, making a few gentle circles with each wrist, maybe fists. Make our way onto our seats once more. Bringing both feet out, giving a little shake out, opening through the toes. We're going to sit up on our bolster or our blanket. We're bringing the soles of the feet together here, letting the knees open. Doesn't matter if they're up here, if they fall here. Believe it or not, we don't have a whole lot of control over that, which is why we must learn acceptance. All right, hands on either side of the hips, little wiggle as we get grounded. Really noticing that time in the pose in the beginning. Of foundation, of being slow, humbled, and aware of how we are in this moment, irregardless of where we were yesterday, 20 years ago, where we hope to be. Allowing our practice to keep us here and now again, so that as we move back out into our life, our world, we don't even have to think anymore. We're moving from our heart, and that is something we can always trust. Resting the hands on the knees, allowing the eyes to close, softening the shoulders, drawing the chin in towards the chest slightly. Let's inhale through the nose and let it go out of the mouth. Again, breathing in and letting it go. Staying with your breath. Inhale. Let's sigh it out. Breathing in and sighing it out. Maybe the head falls side to side, inhaling and sighing it out. Let's inhale through the nose. We're going to turn our heads to the right. Exhale. Dropping that left shoulder down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Strong through the belly. Lifting the
to gaze up towards your forehead, breathing in and breathing out. Letting that go. Just softening back towards center. Taking a few relaxed breaths here. Inhaling, sitting up nice and tall. Let's exhale, turn the head towards the left. Softening that right shoulder down. Breathing in. And letting it go. Breathing in. Letting it go. Maybe lifting the gaze up towards the forehead. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in nice and soft and slow. Moving back towards center as you're ready. Exhaling. Letting the head soften. Breathing in. Breathing out. Nice and slow, hands on the knees, slowly bringing them in towards one another. Taking your time, wiggle side to side. Maybe opening up through the toes, the ankles. And start to hug everything in towards the center of our body. Not forcing. You might want to come up on the tiptoes, maybe into a balance, but noticing it as a midpoint of our practice before we move down onto the blanket. So taking everything we've just done, everything that we've released, become aware of, allowed, and we're taking it in now. Breathing in, breathing out. Take 10 deep breaths here. Maybe your chin comes in towards your chest, or maybe it falls back. Make our way all the way onto our backs. Really enjoying our transition down. You might want to hug the knees in towards the chest. Maybe lay out completely flat, or rest the feet in the mat like this with the knees pointed up. Let's inhale and exhale. Trusting yourself enough to know what it is you need here. Feeling the freedom to move, to adjust.
for about a minute. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to take a moment here. We're going to curl our toes under, resting our toes down into our blanket. So we're stretching open the tops of our feet. Breathing in, breathing out, rolling our shoulders down away from the ears. Maybe opening the eyes wide, stretching through the peripheral. Maybe lifting the hips up. 5 more deep breaths here. Maybe the head falls side to side. That go. We're going to reach for our rolled up blanket now. As we lift our hips towards the ceiling, we're going to slide in underneath our tailbone, just resting back down. If you want more height, you could always use a big bolster or a bigger pillow, letting the legs be in line with the hips. Maybe reaching the arms up overhead. Walking the shoulders down, wiggling the chin in, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling out of the mouth. Staying with your breath. Noticing that you don't have to force or do a whole lot of action to receive a whole lot of reward. That's the beauty of yin, of the feminine aspect of existence, of receptivity, of allowing, of flowing. We're going to slowly come out of this, removing any prop we have here, peeling the spine back down into the mat. We're going to start to hug the knees into our chest. Allowing a little rock side to side, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Let's come into happy baby here. So we're going to reach for either the inside of the arches of our feet or the balls of our feet. Wiggling our chin in, breathing in, breathing out, bending into the knees. Maybe rocking side to side, softening into the thighs, the hips. Letting the head rest to one side and then the other. Maybe the legs start to come together. bending into the knees as much as you'd like. Maybe letting the legs open into a V. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly release the hands, arms alongside the body, palms face down. Let's keep the legs up in the air. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe knocking the heels together. Helping to get everything recirculating. Inhale. Let's really aim our energy out of our big toes, up and out. Exhale, strong through the belly. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more big deep breath. And as you exhale, slowly lower the legs all the way down, really taking your time. Allowing them to fall open once they get here. As we start to move into our final resting pose, I invite you to take your blanket and to cover yourself with it. Allowing yourself to make any adjustments here you need. Opening through the toes, the ankles, wiggling out through the legs. Maybe the arms open wide, palms face up. Maybe placing your hands on your heart, your belly. Inhaling through the nose. Let's sigh it out of the mouth. As big or as small as feels good. Breathing in and sighing it out. Inhaling. Last one.